What you got, what you need, everything's gonna crash and break. What you got, what you want, what you need, can I be your savior? Everything's gonna crash and break, but I know, yeah I know. What you got, what you want, what you need, gonna be your savior. Everything's gonna crash and break, your savior.
Hey everybody, it's Masterath here, and welcome to episode number 58 of Masterath's Robot Wars Legends, the fourth episode of the new series. So with the house robots already in their CPZs and Bill full up of, well, whatever beverage he could find, my fridge is currently empty right now, it is time for the battle card for episode 58. And we're kicking off with the Wildcard Warriors, as the current New Blood Champion and New Blood Champion champions, Crush Syndrome, takes on the role of Veteran, taking on a new robot, Spectrum. And then a Mayhem match that really doesn't have any connotations, anything on the line, but it could have a possible Legends Championship in their future for the winner. It's Speed, two-time series champion, Impact, multiple-time series runner-up, and Hot Wheel. And then it's our fourth of 6 Legends Annihilator qualifiers, as Blood Eagle, currently on a very big winning roll right now, takes on former series champion Dark Effigy and former semi-finalist Z.E.R.O. And then we have not one, but 2 number 1 contenders matches for the MRW Legends Championship for a Mayhem match next week, featuring 8 robots that have never had a chance at the Legends Championship. They have been split into 2 4-way melees for this fight, with the first one being Flashfire, Edema, Shamrock, and Isolde, followed by the second match, Major John, Trident 2, Hypno-Edge, and Plasma. And then it's Arrowhead 2's first defense of the MRW Judgment Championship as it takes on the Big Flipper in Catalyst. And last but not least, our main event, the match hyped up as the rematch of the year, as Demon Horns, Diamondstorm go at it once again 2 weeks after their epic clash for the Legends Championship. But the roles are reversed. Demon Horns looking to defend the title against the very, very impressive Diamondstorm. But first, it's Wildcard Warriors time.
Introducing Crush Syndrome.
And here is the robot representing the veterans, its former Legends champion, Crush Syndrome. The last New Blood champion and the current New Blood champion of champions. Crush Syndrome burst onto the scene in the Series 9 quarterfinals pre-show, where it beat Impact in spectacular fashion. It has since gone on to make a legacy of itself, being the best pushing robot in MRW. In its first and only appearance in the MRW series back in Series 10, it made it all the way to the series semi-finals.
And introducing its opponent, Spectrum.
And here is the brand new robot for this episode of Legends, the very colourful Spectrum. A very fast and agile robot with a front-lifting scoop and a rear spike. However, due to the length of the robot, it actually can't self-right with its scoop. But the ground clearance at the front is incredibly low. And as we've mentioned, it is very fast and agile, but can it match the speed and power of its opponent here tonight?
Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1, activate.
And here we go, and oh, Crush Syndrome starting strong, but Spectrum looks like the lower ground clearance with that scoop. But Crush Syndrome off to a big start. Oh, and Spectrum lifted by Bloodshed in the CPZ there now. Crush Syndrome pushes Spectrum into Bolganon. Bolganon and Crush Syndrome, they're just toying around. But now Crush Syndrome pushes Bolganon here. And Crush Syndrome shoves Bolganon into its own CPZ. It's like, get back in there, you. That's power for you to push around the best pushing house robots. That is pure power from the former Legends champion. At the moment, it looks like that Spectrum has not been able to get out of the gates yet, and Bill's been owned, so... Well, Bill's not going to be able to carry it out. Spectrum unable to self-right, just due to the high body shape. And at the moment, Crush Syndrome is just having fun. Just toying around. Obviously, Crush Syndrome recently having some not very good runs, especially in its first match of the new Series of Legends. It was flipped out of the arena by Diamondstorm in the Legends Championship match, but it's dominating here. as White Lightning gets the axe down on Spectrum. Cross Syndrome pushing again onto Spectrum, who simply just hasn't got anything so far, but is righted. Spectrum trying to get that small scoop in at the front into Cross Syndrome, but Cross Syndrome's too fast, pushing a lot, and there it is, it's over. Already, Cross Syndrome, a dominant performance against the New Blood, and that is the first time the New Blood has lost in this series of Legends in the Wildcard Warriors.
Cease.
Well, Cross Syndrome with a dominating performance over the new robot Spectrum. Might be a bit bad to send out Cross Syndrome, a former Legends champion, in against the New Blood, but that's what you get here in MRW. And now it's time for our next match. A simple Mayhem match with nothing on the line, but will certainly increase the standing of one of these robots. It's Series 10 champion Speed, Impact, and Hot Wheel.
Introducing entrant number 1, the Masterath Robot Wars Series Champion, Speed.
And here is Speed, the MRW Series Champion, with its very powerful front and rear flipper. This two-time Series Champion hasn't gone off to the best of starts in Legends so far, with its only appearance being a loss in a Mayhem match with a #1 contendership for the Legends Championship on the line. But you should never count out that incredibly powerful flipper that has won it 2 MRW Series Championships.
Introducing entrant number 2, Impact.
And next up, it's the powerful pusher and former multiple-time grand finalist Impact. This robot has had an even worse run of form than Speed in this series of Legends so far, with 2 appearances and 2 losses. The last one being defeated by Catalyst for a #1 contender shot at the Judgment Championship last week. This robot is a record-breaking 3-time MRW Judgment Champion, and also a former Legends Champion to boot.
Introducing entrant number 3, Hot Wheel.
And last but certainly not least, the destructive spinner and former quarter-finalist Hot Wheel. Its one and only appearance here in this series of Legends, it was defeated in a tag team match against Hypno-Edge and RoboFrog with its partner Action Ferrari. Even though it's very destructive when it's on its top, it can be easily pushed when it's on its wheels, and out of control when it's on its top. All 3 of these robots yet to win a match here in this series of Legends. One of them's going to get a win right here, right now.
Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1, activate.
And here we go. I bet it feels nice to have a Mayhem match which just has no stakes with it. But 3 very good robots here. Impact, multiple-time runner-up. Hot Wheel, former quarter-finalist. Speed, 2-time series champion. And has caught Impact here between the flipper and the robot base, and Hot Wheel breaks them up. And now Speed has lifted Hot Wheel, and Hot Wheel's devilish spinner comes into play on Speed. And Speed, I think, has taken a bit of damage already from Hot Wheel, and both Impact and Hot Wheel, or Impact and Speed, sorry, were upended. Impact to right first, Speed having problems. Hot Wheel may have got to that flipper there in that first shot. And you can see something close to coming off there on Speed, which involves his flipper, and now Hot Wheel aiming for Impact's Shreemech. The new Shreemech of Impact only came in last week on Legends. They need to get Hot Wheel on its wheels as soon as possible here, let's be honest. Speed flips up Impact, and flips up again, and Impact is the first gone in this Mayhem. Impact flipped out of the arena, and it's Speed and Hot Wheel. Hot Wheel also a heavy robot. I'm not sure if Speed can actually get it out of the arena. Oh, but a big hit though. Massive hit by Hot Wheel on Speed. And again, just flinging it up and over. Speed does self-right quickly this time though. Speed trying to get that lifter underneath Hot Wheel. Hot Wheel was righted in that last attack. And Speed has flipped it again. Oh, and Hot Wheel again, but keeps hitting the sidewall here. Is that possibly a weakness with Hot Wheel? Apart from the fact that it's incredibly not well controlled. And he's not the pin-on. Let's just put that back, shall we? Yeah, there we go. Okay, get away from Bill. Bill's very close to being owned, but didn't. Oh, big flip from Speed there. Bull Gannon takes a punch. A cheap shot in the face, and then Speed takes one as well. Let's have a look at this. First, Bolgannon took a hit from Hot Wheel, and then Speed followed suit. Bolgannon unhappy, as you can see. And Bill's got to tell Bolgannon, this is becoming a daily occurrence, isn't it? Bill telling Bolgannon to get back into the CPZ. Our pit cover's gone again, of course it has. Well, at least we just put it back. There you go, the magic hands of doom. And the flip from Speed again. But Hot Wheel is just destructive in that mode. Honestly, like, unless you... That's why Hot Wheel's so easy to sort of get up into that mode. That's why they've done it, pretty much. Because when it's on its wheels, it's pretty much useless, but more controlled. It can kind of push, I guess. But when it's on its top, that's when you got to worry about it. And Bolgannon now has Hot Wheel and shoves Hot Wheel into the pit release button, and the pit can finally go down proper. Hot Wheel trying to push, but again, Speed dodges, and again, Bolgannon seeing a lot of action right now with Bolgannon. But Speed trying to flip, trying to push even. I don't think they're using the flipper very often here. They've rolled Hot Wheel over, Hot Wheel with a push, and actually upends Speed, but Speed self-rights off the sidewall. Now lifting up Hot Wheel, the Hot Wheel nearly in the pit. But that spin got it out. Oh, only to go in there. That's how uncontrollable Hot Wheel is in its, well, I guess you could call it killing mode. And it just zooms straight into the pit like it was magnetized to it. Speed the winner here.
Cease.
Well, the Series 10 and Series 8 champion has won this Mayhem match, and, well, that's certainly going to increase its standings here in Legends. Maybe getting a possible shot or a number one contendership. Who knows at the Legends Championship could be in Speed's future there. Anyway, it's now time for our next match. Our 4th of 6 Legends Annihilator qualifiers as the new robot Blood Eagle, currently on a winning run at 2-0 in the last couple of weeks, takes on former series champion Dark Effigy and former quarterfinalist Z.E.R.O.
Introducing entrant number 1, Blood Eagle.
And here is Blood Eagle, who made its debut a couple of weeks ago in the Wildcard Warriors on Legends. It's currently on an undefeated streak so far, with 2 very impressive victories over robots like Spawn of Supreme and Melee. Both those robots being flipped out of the arena by that reinforced, flexible lifting arm. But with the stature of its opponents tonight, this has got to be the biggest challenge of Blood Eagle's career so far.
Introducing entrant number 2, Dark Effigy.
And this robot is just one of the reasons why Blood Eagle should be worried. It's former series champion Dark Effigy. This very strong armored front hinge flipper is also a former 2-time MRW Legends champion. This robot also has very strong armor that has been able to deflect some of the biggest shots in MRW today. And that big wide front hinge flipper right at the front of the robot was what gave it the power to win MRW Series 4.
Introducing entrant number 3, Z.E.R.O.
And then you have the very powerful front flipper in Z.E.R.O. A very underrated robot in a lot of people's opinions. This robot was finally able to make it past the heats in MRW Series 10, making it all the way to the Series semi-finals. It has got an incredibly powerful front flipper, but the robot may be a bit too powerful. Its stream mech issues are very well noted. But if you get caught on that powerful front flipper, you're going to go flying.
Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1, activate.
This has got to be Blood Eagle's biggest test so far. I've got to say, first off, it's a Mayhem match, and then you've got a former series champion in Dark Effigy there. You've got current quarterfinalist in Z.E.R.O, obviously finally making it in MRW Series 10, but didn't go any further than that. Was defeated by Red Dawn before it could make it to the grand final eliminator. And at the moment, Blood Eagle's showing that it can flip, but it's got problems. Already in Z.E.R.O with a big flip there. This is Z.E.R.O's debut in this series of Legends. Dark Effigy we've seen before, and I believe, if I remember, was defeated last time round. But some flips there from Z.E.R.O, but Blood Eagle with that low ground clearance at the front. High at the rear, though. The sides are kind of protected, I guess. Z.E.R.O now going after Dark Effigy. Dark Effigy trying to get that reverse flipper in, but won it Series 4. Blood Eagle trying to flip out Dark Effigy, I think, here at the moment. Z.E.R.O with a big flip. But Blood Eagle follows in kind, going for the high power attacks this time over the less power attacks that we usually know. I guess maybe just trying to match Z.E.R.O's power right now. And that's a big flip, but good self-riding there from Blood Eagle. That was quick. The moment Dark Effigy gets to the back there and flips up. Blood Eagle, Z.E.R.O and Blood Eagle both having problems riding themselves here. This could be a win for Dark Effigy right now if they can't get righted. Blood Eagle trying to right Z.E.R.O's righted first. And there goes Dark Effigy. Should have taken advantage. That is poor strategy from the former series champion. And Dark Effigy is out. But Z.E.R.O's on its side. At least it was. But has righted itself and flips up Blood Eagle. Almost turning turtle there. A 360-degree flip. Now Blood Eagle having problems with the big flipper in Z.E.R.O. Z.E.R.O with another big flip on Blood Eagle. And another. Blood Eagle is being shown up here. And the pit button has been activated. Might be Blood Eagle's chance here to try and get them in the pit. But they need to be right. They need to right themselves first. Z.E.R.O not letting it happen. Blood Eagle very close to the pit. Blood Eagle trying to maneuver around, trying to get that lifter in. Nearly gets it, but Z.E.R.O now on the side of Blood Eagle. And has lifted up Blood Eagle, but nothing comes of it. Blood Eagle again lifts up Z.E.R.O. And this has been a very back and forth match so far. Z.E.R.O gets away from the pit for the time being and still does. Z.E.R.O very close to going in there. Gets turned over by Blood Eagle. Blood Eagle still pushing. Getting the lifter underneath Z.E.R.O again. Maybe try and clamp down on Z.E.R.O to get the win here. That could be the case. They don't need it. And Blood Eagle, impressive again. Flips Z.E.R.O out of the arena. That was very close to Z.E.R.O surviving that. But nope. Z.E.R.O out of the arena. Blood Eagle, the fourth robot through to the Legends Annihilator.
Cease.
Well, Blood Eagle still impressing. That's surely an upset. For this new robot to beat a former series champion and a current quarterfinalist in Z.E.R.O. Blood Eagle through to the Legends Annihilator later in the series. And now it's time for our midway match. And it's our first of two #1 contenders matches for the MLW Legends Championship. This time it's Flashfire, Edema, Shamrock, and Isolde battling out for one of those two spots in next week's main event.
Introducing entrant number 1, Flashfire.
And first up, it's a robot that's marked its spot in the MRW Legends Annihilator later in the series, Flashfire. Its only appearance in this series of Legends so far was qualifying for the Legends Annihilator by beating Ultimo and RoboFrog in a very, very impressive performance. This former MRW Tag Team Champion has a front lifting arm which can also right the robot. However, this robot is slow and some of these robots might be able to take advantage of that.
Introducing entrant number 2. One half of the Masterath Robot Wars Tag Team Champions, Edema.
For anyone who's watched all of the episodes of this series of Legends, there's no introductions needed for this robot. Edema, alongside its partner Plasma, won the Tag Team Championships last week by beating Hypno-Edge and RoboFrog, with Plasma not doing anything as Edema flipped out RoboFrog in 4.5 seconds before dispatching of Hypno-Edge as well. This robot is only one of 2 robots in MRW Legends this series, which has competed in every single episode and is still undefeated. The other being the current Legends champion, Demon Horns.
Introducing entrant number 3, Shamrock.
Next up is one of the best new bloods from MRW Series 10, it's Shamrock. Armed with a very big and powerful front flipper, with a new modification for this series of Legends. Instead of 1 bar on the flipper, they now have 2, meaning that it's now able to self-right on both sides. However, its rear is incredibly unprotected, so it's a good thing that this robot is pretty maneuverable. In its first appearance in the MRW series, it made it all the way to the series quarterfinals.
Introducing entrant number 4, Isolde.
And lastly, it's series semi-finalist Isolde. Isolde had one of the most impressive rookie series in MRW as it beat Demon Horns, Stinger, and Crush Syndrome to make it to its first semi-finals. It is armed with a very powerful rear flipper capable of flipping even the most favoured robots out of the arena. It's also got incredibly low ground clearance, but its protection on its sides is pretty much non-existent. If you want to try and take out this robot, best to hit it from there.
Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1, activate.
And here we go, our first of two 4-way melees. Winners of these next 2 matches get a shot at the Legends Championship next week in a Mayhem match. So we have Shamrock, Flashfire, Isolde with a big flip there, onto Flashfire, and Edema currently undefeated here! And there goes Flashfire! Oh, and Isolde's gone as well! In the space of seconds! Flashfire flipped out the arena by Isolde, but Isolde went straight onto Edema's flipper. And Edema flips out Isolde. We're down to Shamrock and Edema, 2 quarterfinalists of Series 10. Well, shocked to see 2 fall that early. Isolde again flipped out of the arena after such a very promising showing in Series 10. But flipped out of the arena this time. Edema, currently undefeated in this Series of Legends with 3 victories in a row. First it beat Ball and Chain in the first episode of the new series. Then it won its tag team qualifiers. Number 1 Contenders match against Exodus and Leviticus with its partner Plasma. And then beat Hypno-Edge and RoboFrog last week, literally on its own, to win one half of the tag team championships. So we will be seeing Edema's tag team partner Plasma in the next match. For the moment, Bulgarian is coming in with that claw. Bulgarian seeing a lot of action so far in this series of Legends, and especially this episode. Edema with another big flip onto Shamrock. This is Shamrock's debut here in this series of Legends right now. Shamrock's having problems though, and Edema could take advantage with that flipper. Seems like it's not going to be an easy one-shot deal for Edema there, and Shamrock staying in it for the time being. Nearly out there, but staying in it, and again turned right into Bulgarian and CPZ. Shamrock trying to right itself. Bulgarian shoves in. And Shamrock into the side wall. Does right itself, but it's just me, or does that flipper seem slow in righting? Another big flip. Completely 360 over by Edema. Another flip there for Shamrock. Shamrock, that flipper is not working as well as it should be right now. And Edema wins match 4 of 4. Look at that. Shamrock flipped out of the arena. Edema, the first robot through to next week's main event for the Legends Championship.
Cease.
Well, impressive as always by Edema. Edema really showing its colours here in this series of Legends. Edema is the first robot through to next week's Legends main event. And who is going to join them on this one? We have one more 4-way match, number 1 contendership for the MRW Legends Championship. Will it be Trident 2, Hypno-Edge, Plasma, or Major John? That's coming up next.
Introducing entrant number 1, Major John.
And here is the front flipper and former tag team champion, Major John. This front flipper, with its very interesting shape, allowed it to win its first and only MRW Tag Team Championship alongside its partner at the time, former series champion Torto Terra. It is unable to right on its sides, and it's never made it past the Heat first round battle so far. Ground control to Major John. Maybe if you didn't have that affair with Edwina Curry, you'd have had a better Prime Minister reign. Just saying.
Introducing entrant number 2, Trident 2.
Next up, it's a robot that has only made it to the series quarterfinals once back in Series 6. It's Trident 2, armed with a forked front lifting arm, and is an incredibly low robot. It's very difficult to try and actually hit this thing. However, if you can hit it, it is very easily pushed. It did make it to one quarterfinal, but has never made it to another one since or before.
Introducing entrant number 3, Hypno-Edge.
Next up, it's Tag Team Specialist, finally getting a shot at the MRW Legends Championship. It's Hypno-Edge. This robot is a multiple-time former Heat finalist in MRW series. It's an incredibly controlled robot with a lifting arm, and holds the record for the most amount of Tag Team Championship reigns in Masterath Robot Wars with 5. But if you include its Tag Team Championship reign in Robot Wars Revenge, this robot is a 6th-time fan-made Robot Wars Tag Team Champion. No robot has ever gotten close to that record.
Introducing entrant number 4. One half of the Masterath Robot Wars Tag Team Champions, Plasma.
Well, what an easy paycheck that Plasma got in the last episode of Legends. It became the MLW Tag Team Champion by doing nothing, with its partner Edema cleaning out the competition. Plasma is armed with the most powerful front hinge flipper in MRW, so it's looking to show the world here that it is still just as impressive as its tag team partner. Plasma could certainly be a dark horse to win this one.
Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1, activate.
And here we go, match 2 of 2 here, with the MRW Legends Championship No. 1 contendership possibly on the line for one of these! Well, it's not going to be Trident 2! Trident 2 out already by Plasma! Plasma with a bit of workmanship right now with Edema. I don't think it beat Edema's elimination of RoboFrog last week, but it's probably close to Demon Horn's elimination of Red Dawn last week. I'll say that much. Trident 2, the first to fall here in this match. Now Hypno-Edge trying to stay at the moment in competitive against Major John and Plasma. 2 very good flippers. Major John really didn't do much in MRW, but Legends is its forte, a former tag team champion. Hypno-Edge, 6-time tag team champion. Plasma, current and 3-time tag team champion. A lot of tag team robots in here that really never had a shot at the Legends Championship, and now they're going to have it. One of these 3 is going to have a shot at the title. I'm still a bit surprised that Trident's former quarter-finalist in MRW, Trident 2, is already out. Hypno-Edge trying to stay away at the moment from the 2 flippers here. Hypno-Edge pushes the pit button, and the pit goes down. So with that, Hypno-Edge now kind of has a possible advantage here, depending on what happens. Hypno-Edge kind of staying out of it right now, and Plasma falls at this stage. Plasma is gone. Hypno-Edge pushing Plasma onto Major John's flipper, and angling it right for Plasma to fall into the pit. Plasma gone. It's Major John, former tag team champion. Hypno-Edge, record-breaking 6-time tag team champion, here fighting out for that shot of the Legends Championship next week. And for Hypno-Edge, a possible rematch with Edema. Hypno-Edge gets underneath Major John, try to self-right, no! And Major John is eliminated. Hypno-Edge has finally, after so long, got a shot at the Legends Championship. Major John just couldn't right itself from where Hypno-Edge was able to push it. Hypno-Edge the winner.
Cease.
Well, Hypno-Edge finally, after so long of being a tag team specialist, finally has a shot at the MRW Legends Championship. It will take on Edema and whoever wins our main event next week for the Legends Championship. But our next match is for the Judgment Championship. It's Arrowhead 2 in its first title defense against the big flipper, Catalyst.
Introducing Catalyst.
And here is the challenger for the MRW Judgment Championship, one of the biggest flippers and the biggest names in MRW, former series champion Catalyst. Catalyst beat a very similar sized robot to the champion Impact last week to get a shot at this title. Catalyst does have some Judgment Championship pedigree, as it is a former MRW Judgment Champion alongside a former Legends Champion.
And introducing its opponent, the Masterath Robot Wars Judgment Champion, Arrowhead 2.
And here is the reigning, defending MRW Judgment Champion, former Grand Finalist, Arrowhead 2. This robot 2 weeks ago beat AK1 to win its first Judgment Championship, finally completing the Legends Triple Crown, being one of very few robots to win the Legends, Tag Team, and Judgment Championship. This low robot is very controlled with its front hinge flipper, but does have a slow Shreemek, and the size difference between these two is apparent.
Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1. Activate.
And here we go, the Judgment Championship on the line. Arrowhead 2's first title defense after winning the championship 2 weeks ago against AK1. Catalyst, bigger, more powerful. Arrowhead 2, smaller, more compact, probably better controlled altogether. With that front hinge flipper, Catalyst with that big front flipper. Rear hinged and very, very powerful. Catalyst beat Impact, a robot very similar in size to the champion, to get this opportunity. It's going to be very interesting to see how Arrowhead 2 deals with it. Catalyst at the moment, though, not really sure who's got the advantage here. I think it's pretty even so far. Catalyst, I think, trying to get Arrowhead 2 out of the arena right now, but not getting the chance now. White Lightning comes in with the axe. Arrowhead 2 very well played, pushing Catalyst into the CPZ, and White Lightning gets the double-headed axe down, the new double-headed axe, onto Catalyst's sort of top shell there. And again, Arrowhead 2 pushes Catalyst and lifts it up onto the sidewall. But Catalyst will be able to right itself with that flipper, getting it off the wall. Arrowhead 2 in control, I'd say, so far, but you got to be wary of things like that. You got to be wary of Catalyst. If Catalyst gets underneath, your robot's going flying. And Catalyst now looking for possibly an out of the arena flip here. Now using that rear spike, you could say, to push Arrowhead 2 onto the pit, but I'm not sure if that was a good idea for Catalyst. Arrowhead 2, the more controlled robot, could easily push Catalyst into the pit there. At the moment, Arrowhead 2 back in control right now. But Catalyst just needs to wait for that one opportunity to flip Arrowhead 2 maybe into the pit or out of the arena or into some sort of problem. Oh no, here comes Bolganon. Catalyst is in trouble immediately. And Bolganon, these two and their blood feud just never ends, really does it. Bolganon is going to relish this opportunity to push Catalyst into the side wall. Oh, and again for Catalyst, and again! Catalyst pushed multiple times by Bolganon, but Catalyst now trying to get the flipper up onto Bolganon. Bolganon just having fun like it's some sort of bouncy castle for it. A flip again by Arrowhead 2. Catalyst able to right itself though with that flipper at the bottom. There, Arrowhead 2 pushes again. Catalyst into Bolganon. Catalyst in trouble again. At the moment, Arrowhead 2 doing very well. Oh no, I think Bolganon's done some damage. Yes! You could see for a minute there that self-riding armor Catalyst is pretty much hanging on by a thread there. It's back in position now, but I don't know how much more that is actually going to affect this match at all. Bolganon now gets underneath Catalyst and pushes it into the side wall. And tries again, but Catalyst gets out of the way. And now tries to flip up Bolganon. And so these two, and their lifelong blood feud, you could say. If this doesn't end with these two in the arena together, then yeah, geez, just unsubscribe now. Bolganon pushes again into Catalyst. Obviously, the last time these two were in the arena together, Catalyst flipped Bolganon up and over. But this time, it's Bolganon that has Catalyst, but Catalyst rights itself off Bolganon's top there. At the moment, Bolganon just having its way with Catalyst right now. It's wearing down the challenger for the Legends Championship. Arrowhead 2 in control right now, flips Catalyst. The Catalyst, with that self-riding arm, rights itself. That's the one that's not been damaged. And it is still, so that one's still working. I'm not sure about the other one though. The other one still looks like it's kind of flailing in the wind right now. Arrowhead 2. It's been a long battle so far, and it's been mostly punishments for Catalyst. One of the self-riding arms is in a lot of trouble. Arrowhead 2 keeps flipping it pretty much onto the sidewall. Now gets underneath and flips Catalyst onto the sidewall again. Can Catalyst right itself from there? Oh, Arrowhead 2 trying to go for an out of the arena here. You can see that arm just flailing in the wind right now. It's not really incredibly useful to Catalyst. That's some damage done there by Bolganon. This match has gone on for a long time, but in MRW we have no judges' decisions. It goes until someone wins. And Catalyst with a big flip there on Arrowhead 2, but again, Bolgannon's gonna get his fix. His fix of Catalyst, you could say. His fix of annoying Catalyst. And a big shove. Oh, and I think he's done some damage to that flipper at the front of Catalyst. Oh, he has. Oh, no. Oh, no. Catalyst, what's happened to you? Bolgannon with a big push has bent that flipper upwards of Catalyst. It's useless now. There's nothing Catalyst can do apart from trying to get Arrowhead 2 into the pit here. But, oh no, they're not done yet. Apparently, Arrowhead 2 is not done with Bolgannon, and Bolgannon's certainly not done with Catalyst. Catalyst still moving. How is it moving right now? Arrowhead 2 with a lift, and I think that's it. Catalyst cannot right itself from there. One of its self-running arms is bent and buckled. Its flipper is pretty much broken. Arrowhead 2 with a very, very dominant performance here against Catalyst. And Catalyst, I think, is going to be pitted now by Arrowhead 2. And Arrowhead 2 defends the Judgment Championship. Catalyst is kind of a Viking burial, you could say, for one of the greatest robots in MRW. They're going to have to do a lot to try and rebuild that robot there. Lots of damage done to Bolgannon. Arrowhead 2 defends the Judgment Championship.
Cease.
Well, what a performance there from Arrowhead 2, using essentially its cunning, its small size to be able to get underneath Catalyst. And Bolgannon did a lot of the work there, a lot of the rest of the work. And Catalyst, that's the most damage I think the Catalyst has ever sustained here in MRW. It's going to take a while for them to get back to winning ways, let's say, with Catalyst. But I'm sure they will. A legend like Catalyst will certainly be back. If anything, for revenge against our house robot Bolgannon. But now it's time for our main event, the rematch of the year. It's Demon Horns Diamondstorm 2 for the MRW Legends Championship.
Introducing Diamondstorm.
And here is the most recent former MRW Legends champion, Diamondstorm. A multiple-time grand finalist with a very powerful front flipper. This robot was defeated 2 weeks ago and lost the Legends Championship to the reigning champion in one of the greatest matches in MRW history. A victory in this rematch could see Diamondstorm become the first robot in MRW Legends history to win the MRW Legends Championship 3 times.
And introducing its opponent, the Masterath Robot Wars Legends Champion, Demon Horns.
And the only robot that can stop Diamondstorm from breaking that record is the reigning defending Legends Champion, Demon Horns. Since winning the Legends Championship off Diamondstorm 2 weeks ago, it went on a great run of defeating the #1 contender at the time, Red Dawn, in just over 10 seconds. This very fast and agile front flipper is incredibly controlled, and is a former Series champion winning Series 6. Not only is this robot a 2-time Legends champion, but also a 2-time Tag Team champion as well.
Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1, activate.
And here we go, the rematch of the year has begun! Demon Horns Diamondstorm 2 for the Legends Championship! And Demon Horns, not off to a good start so far, Diamondstorm controlling this right now against the current Legends Champion. Demon Horns fighting back though, with some flips. And Diamondstorm again! Oh! It's going to be the same as last time, isn't it? Demon Horns already close to falling in Bolgannon CPZ, but nope, not out of it just yet. Bolgannon shoves Demon Horns into the side wall. And now Diamondstorm gets Demon Horns on his side. It's over! It's already over! Diamondstorm just beat Demon Horns. Well, it's a bit of karma for Diamondstorm there. The first flip got Demon Horns onto its side, the second one got it out the exact same way that Demon Horns beat Diamondstorm 2 weeks ago for the Legends Championship. It's already lost it. Diamondstorm, now a record-breaking 3-time MRW Legends Champion.
Cease.
Well, Diamondstorm's just won back the world, really, hasn't it? A very, very quick but very fun match between Diamondstorm and Demon Horns. And this time, roles reversed, winners reversed. Diamondstorm wins and wins back the Legends Championship 2 weeks after losing it, and has become the first robot in MRW history to win the Legends Championship 3 times. Next week, it will be defending its title in a Mayhem match in the main event against Hypno-Edge and Edema, the 2 robots that won their respective number 1 contenders matches earlier tonight. Next week is going to be a barn burner with that as a main event. But with that out of the way, folks, Diamondstorm is your new, again, MRW Legends Champion. I'm Masterath, and that is the end of MRW Legends episode 58. We'll see you next week for episode 59. You can't spell out MRW without MRW. We'll see you next week. Goodbye.
Gonna crash and break your savior.